Welcome to Real Estate Success Partner. We're your hosts, Devin Dubuc,
David Nguyen.
and we're here to talk about how to have great success in any market. Today we've got a really special guest. We've got Kiven Roberson for the service.
Whichever way we're going to go with it, Devin. Roberson, whichever one. I'm going to answer to all of them.
I like it. The T is not there, so it's throwing me off. But Kiven's from the Services of Hope, and we're really happy to have him here. Man, Kiven, you guys do some really, really amazing stuff for the community. And David and I, when we talk about real estate success, it's not just success for money, right? I think a lot of people think that that's what success is, but it's success for helping people and helping families, right? That's what you guys do, right?
Absolutely.
So, well, we wanted to have you here, and we know who we are, but we always want to get to know you a little bit. So, Kiven, tell us about you. Tell us about where you come from, kind of how you got your start, and how you ended up with the Service of Hope.
Wow. Okay. I know we only have 15 minutes, so I'm going to narrow my scope here and give you the elevator version. First of all, thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah,
I appreciate you guys doing a lot of great things when you partner with us. So thank you for having me on. Kiven Roberson in the 1 minute commercial is this. Dallas native, actually grew up in the Southeast Dallas projects. And again, nobody in my family was a homeowner on my mom's side.
Okay.
Dad's father, grandmother, they owned homes, what my mom did, and so she didn't see it as a possibility.
Yeah.
And first one in my family to go to college. Said I was going to be the first one, but wasn't going to be the last one. That's happened here. And it's been important to take that education and take that work knowledge and come back and actually make an investment in my community. I had an opportunity to go out and work in the corporate world, worked transportation, worked for the railroad and the like, did insurance, and now it's an opportunity to be able to come back. And Dr. Prescott kind of pulled me out of the weeds here, and here I am working for Services of Hope.
So you talked Dr. Prescott real quick again. Now we know about you a little bit. Who's Dr. Prescott, right?
Dr. Prescott. Again, we only have a couple of minutes here, but I'm going to give you the 1 minute version of Dr. Prescott.
Okay.
Dr. Prescott's a phenomenal individual with a heart for the community.
He is.
He started Services of Hope over 18 years ago, December 2004. We just celebrated 18 years. And he started while he was working with another nonprofit. They didn't see the value of what he wanted to do and expand it out into the community. So he said, guess what? Him being the innovator he is, said, I'll take it on and do it myself. And for the last 18 years, I've been serving the community. Started out with after-school programs that really impacting the kids.
That's awesome.
That made an inroad into getting into the family's household. Find out there were some other gaps and needs. Most of these families weren't homeowners, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, they had food instability. Number three, they weren't financially literate at all.
Yeah, that's right.
And so as a result of that, he said, what can I do to be able to close that gap? Went out, got some grants and contracts, city, local, and federal. And the rest is history. Here we are today. Serving communities.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, you're a great guy. He's an amazing guy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure at some point in time we'll get to get him on the show too, right?
Absolutely.
Today we've got you, and we're blessed to have you. So really, really, really glad to have you on. So Services of Hope, right? Again, we go back to that. We know what the Services of Hope does. We've done some joint things together, but we want everybody, we want our viewers to know, we want everybody to know what you guys are doing out there, because you're making an impact. You're changing lives. You're helping people. You're creating generational wealth. How does that look?
Devin, it's amazing when you ask, what does that look like? This show is Real Estate Success Partner.
Success Partner. Yeah.
Kind of like the Roberson thing. Real Estate Success Partner. And the key with having a real estate success partnership is, first of all, you have to understand that having real estate is possible.
That's right.
Most people who are low to moderate income don't even believe that having real estate is possible. They believe in renting real estate, but they don't believe in owning it as a possibility.
Yeah.
And so what we do through our first-time homebuyer classes, which you guys have sponsored one before,
absolutely,
is to come and to be able to provide financial literacy and financial information, first of all, to help them understand what that process looks like. And remove that fear, because it's that fear that exists about being able to own and what the process looks like. What does my credit score have to be? How much money do I have to bring to the table? Lord, there's no way I'm going to be able to bring 20% of a house that I'm trying to buy for $300,000 to the table.
Yeah.
How does that look like? What does that happen? Is there money out there for me? What does that look like? And so again, being able to help people by alleviating that fear, helping them understand that process, and being able to partner, having that good real estate success partnership.
That's right.
To be able to help them move forward with that process.
Education. So you're getting out in the community. You're meeting with these people. You're giving them education on how to become home buyers, right? And again, we know home buying also helps lead to generational wealth. Right, and I think that's probably a big part of it for you, right? Because the communities that you're serving That's not something these guys are typically, they don't experience that, right?
Yeah.
As you said, you were the first home buyer in your family, right?
Yeah.
Talk about that.
It's amazing, and actually, Devin, back up. My mom was the first homeowner.
Your mom?
Yeah, she was the first homeowner. We were living in the Frederick projects. My mom and my stepdad were married, and it didn't work out. As it often happens on occasion, it doesn't work out. And so instead of her looking at the situation and saying, man, I'm going to have to go back and this is it, she moved back, and that setback ultimately set her up so she began to save money. She always had good credit, but she never knew how to properly utilize that credit.
Yeah.
So with education, it put her in a position to be able to actually be the first homeowner. Now, not only does she own a home, but she actually has rental property as well. So that step, that education has now empowered her. Now, mind you, my mom didn't graduate from high school.
Right.
And someone who did not graduate from high school now not only owns her own property, but owns a rental property as well. It's the difference that education makes. So again, having a successful real estate partnership and having a successful real estate partner creates that symbiotic relationship to be successful. So that education is what we want to be able to make sure we get out into the community.
I love that. I love that. And so your focus is where, right? So again, we know, again, people coming from, but what area do you cover, right? We're in Dallas, Texas.
Yep.
We've got a lot of suburbs of Dallas.
Yep.
We've got Tarrant County, so we've got Fort Worth, right? And then everything kind of in between. What's your outreach look like, right? Where are you reaching out?
Devin, it's amazing because I think about what Jesus said. I mean, there's nobody, there's no place that we will not help. Again, we're not zip code restricted. So we help in Dallas County, City of Dallas, Tarrant County. We're partnering with you guys on some things that we're doing in Fort Worth with the Stop 6 projects as well. So we're not restricted to zip codes. And so anywhere where there's a need, anywhere where there's low to moderate income individuals, we're willing to go and to provide that help. If they can't come to us, we'll definitely come to them. We've done low to moderate income first-time homebuyer classes in Fort Worth. We've done them in Tarrant County, and we're open to doing that. We just need to know where that need is.
So we're educating really everywhere, right? Throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex, right? Because that's the area that we're in. But then you guys do some other stuff too, right? I know you mentioned the Stop 6, and we'll talk about that. But there's some community stuff that you guys are doing. We got to come out and help out a couple of times this last holiday season. Talk about that, right? What are you guys doing there?
We had an opportunity to actually go back and partner with Paul Quinn.
Okay.
That was near and dear to our hearts because Paul Quinn is on the old Bishop College campus. They've been there for 10 years. And so it broke my heart to see what happened with Bishop College, but it excited me about Paul Quinn actually moving from Waco and coming and taking residence in Dallas. Paul Quinn is a non-traditional college, is a working college, and we actually have a couple of interns from Paul Quinn who work for Services of Hope. But we're able to partner with them and say, hey, what can we do to impact the community in 75241? We actually, believe it or not, Devin, we had 2 opportunities to actually do feedings. There was a food distribution that was done on the 20th of December as well. And so in November we did one. We fed over 700 families that day. And then we did one in December. We fed over 900 families. Like I said, the City of Dallas Police Department was doing one on the 20th, and they wanted us to come out and partner with them. Like we had already committed to doing that. And it worked out well because they served an additional 700 families. So you do the math, almost 3,000 families were fed during Thanksgiving and Christmas.
But you didn't want to feed them, right? You also provided toys, clothing, right? I mean, there were so many different things there. And David, you were a part of that, right? You got out there. But I think what's really cool about this, and one of our core values right here with Close to the Dubuc team is family. And you brought your family with you. I brought my family with me. You brought your family with you.
I did. I did. I brought my son, Gavin. It was I think it was on Thanksgiving. Is that right? That we did this.
We did Thanksgiving and Christmas. And, So
I think I missed the Christmas one, but my son and I went to the Thanksgiving one, and that's all he talked about. At first he was kicking and screaming, "Dad, why do we have to go? It's all the way down in Dallas because we lived up north. It's cold." I go, put your hoodie on. Let's go out there and let's give back to the community. And to be able to teach my son that and to give back, like we said, part of the Dubuc team is one of our core values, family, and to be able to give back.
Our first core value.
Our core value, is to give back to the community and actually to show my son how to give back was special for me.
Magical.
It is.
Right? It's in a magical time, right? The holiday season, you got Thanksgiving and Christmas, and you're there to help out and provide things for families. I think we had the Grinch out at the Christmas one.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. And yeah. I got a picture with that.
You did.
That was phenomenal.
She's great, and that's Brenda Barnhart. She works for us. She's part of the Dubuc team. Brenda Barnhart goes by the Barnhart team, works out of Mesquite. She loves to come out and entertain. It was fun to have the Grinch there for the kids too. You know, I think she scared a few people.
Yeah.
And then, we talk about families. Well, you got to meet my family a year ago for the first time.
Yeah.
And as he said, hey, I brought my son out. I brought my daughter out. And she said, and you remember this, she said, where are we going? I said, well, we're going to go help provide food for families. And she said, so we're feeding orphans. We're feeding orphans. And I said, yeah, honey, that's it. She's pretty young.
Sometimes you just have to go with it.
We're just going to go with it. And she had such a good time. I remember she was out there carrying those big bosses and hand them over. So, that's some of the stuff that you guys do, right? So you're educating the community. You're out there, you're helping them understand how they can get mortgage ready, so that they can go out and purchase a house and build generational wealth, right? In addition to that, you're giving back by literally giving food to the communities. People that maybe couldn't have had a Christmas or a Thanksgiving, right? I mean, you boxes full of Pringles and turkeys and hams and, like we said, toys. I mean, it's what a magical time, right? It's good stuff. So I think there's probably more than that. What else do you do?
Devin, I want to kind of go back here, and I don't want to miss this moment, because there were 3 people who came out, who we helped serve, and they came back out and said, hey, you know what? 2 years, 3 years, 5 years ago, you helped us. And because you helped us, and there's an opportunity to be able to come out, I want to come out and be able to serve some individuals and help them like you helped me.
Oh, wow.
And so, and so now we see the cycle of individuals wanting to serve. Now they went from being served to now they want to come out and serve and be a part of that.
That's beautiful.
So that was phenomenal for me to be able to have that experience, to have the young lady walk
So
out.
we needed help. You helped us, and now we want to give back. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome stuff, man. Okay, so Stop 6, you touched on it.
Yeah.
What's going on in the Stop 6? What is the project about? What's going on out there?
Oh, man. So first of all, the city of Fort Worth recognized that it didn't do some things to be able to make sure that all communities were developed properly.
Okay.
As a result of that, they made a financial investment like none other than we've seen before. There are a lot of down payment assistance programs across the country.
That's right.
But the city of Fort Worth is giving down payment assistance to the tune of $20,000.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and that dollar is stackable to any other dollars out there. So any other federal or local county dollars. But it's making sure that there's a start that's going to happen there.
That's right.
Now, the plan is to build 25 units over there.
Okay.
Some are going to be single family and some are going to be duplex. But at the end of the day, it's going to be 25 units that are going to be built.
That's awesome.
And they're low to moderate luxury homes.
Luxury homes.
Yeah. So,
but at an affordable price point.
At an affordable price point.
That doesn't happen. How do you build a luxury home at an affordable price point, right?
Yeah.
With the funds from the city.
Absolutely.
A little help from the services of hope.
A little help from the services of hope. Yeah, a little help from the services of hope.
What else does that look like?
And it looks like walking to a home, Devin.
Yeah.
Where you're proud of it. It's not a stripped down home. It's not a home that, the cabinets don't have knobs.
That's right.
There are no ceiling fans. There are no lights in all the rooms. There's no crown fixtures.
And in a part of the city that traditionally, those homes are a little rundown.
Yeah.
And the folks that have come in and built there haven't really built, quality product for the homeowners. Right?
Absolutely.
But you guys are talking about building luxury homes, and they get to do something. They get to be a part of picking the selections, right?
They are a part of saying, this is my home.
Yeah.
I want this carpet. I want this paint color. I want this countertop. I want these fixtures. Not just, hey, we built this house and guess what? Here you go. Yeah. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it.
No, you're building luxury homes.
Yeah.
They get to come out and be a part of the selection.
Yeah.
And this is a home that once they move in, it feels like theirs.
Yeah.
Right. And then they get to build generational wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Because their homes are in an area that's being revitalized.
Yeah.
You're a part of the revitalization.
Yeah.
The city of Fort Worth is part of the revitalization, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as that happens and that community develops, these homes are going to go up in value.
Yeah.
And now not just wealth for them, but wealth for families to come. Yeah. How does that make you feel?
I want to be part of it.
You are part of it.
I know. I want to be part of it. I know.
Yeah,
I know. I just say, hearing from an outside world, if anybody's out there, I'm sure you want to be part of it too. It's what's the American dream? Homeownership, right? Homeownership is the American dream. We talk about it every single day in our media and everything. But like you say, Kiven, not everybody can achieve that dream. But it should be achievable for every individual that we can call Americans,
Mhm.
and to be able to give that to someone, the security, a home, a safe place to lay down.
Their
That's
place, right? Their
that's.
place.
I'm gonna tear up here in a second just talking about it
Yeah.
because it's emotional to me. You know,
It is. Yeah, it is, and it should be, right? It should be to be part of something so great. And you guys are doing this, but you've got some more people involved. So let's talk about that too, because I know Services of Hope is doing this, but you've lined up some builders.
Yeah.
You've got some other outreach programs in the Stop Six that are working with this project. Talk about that. Let's get some plugs to the people that are doing good, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first and foremost, Pastor Thatcher is leading this project.
Yeah.
Had it not been for him, this project actually would have never gotten off the ground.
Yeah.
So him and Ebenezer Baptist Church and what they're doing, how they've made their facility available to be able to have first-time homebuyer classes, the relationship that he has with the city of Fort Worth to be able to make this process happen.
That's right.
Yeah. And then Dr. Ralph Adams with First Step Community Empowerment, what he's doing and how that partnership started. And then they brought Services of Hope to the table. And then we continue to bring partners to the table. Had those two people not come together be able to bring those partnerships. And everyone sitting at that table has a heart for the people, have a heart for Stop Six, have a heart for every Stop Six all over the nation.
A lot of them live in Stop Six, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're residents. They've seen the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yep.
And they want to make it good.
Yep.
Right. They want to make it a safe neighborhood.
Yeah.
They want to bring in homes that people can be proud of, right? And revitalize that area to be a thriving neighborhood inside of Fort Worth.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been.
Yeah.
But you guys are making that happen.
Absolutely.
Along with these other partners.
Devin.
Because you can't do it yourself.
No.
Yeah. No. It takes everybody. It takes people acting, right, reaching out and being a part of it, and that's why we brought you here. Yeah. Because we want to let people know what the Services of Hope is doing out there, to bring homes, to educate people, to create that generational wealth, and why are you doing it, right? And I think that's that's what you talk about, So what else on the Stop Six did we miss? I know there's other cool things happening there, but we cover it all.
We covered it all, but Devin, the most important thing I want to share is that number one, we've already built 4 homes.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
They're not only built, Devin, but they're already accounted for.
That's amazing.
There are 3 additional lots that we're getting ready to break ground on.
Okay.
And again, those don't have buyers yet, but we're looking forward to being able to get them paired and get them sold.
You're lining them up.
Yeah, we're lining them up. And
they get to see it part from the start to the finish.
Start to finish, and not only that, the buzz in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
The buzz in the neighborhood of seeing new homes being built next to their homes.
Yeah.
Because if I see a new home being built next to my home, I know the property value is
it's going up.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, for me too, right? Well,
exactly.
Well, for the people that already reside in the neighborhood.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you're not just building wealth for the people that are moving in.
Yep.
You're creating an increase in the value of these properties for the folks that already live there. Yeah. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. Not only that, Devin, we're creating a change of mindset, because if I'm seeing a new home go up 2 houses down, 3 houses down, 1 street over, I'm going to take a little more pride in my house if I hadn't been doing so.
Yeah.
So some things that I may have neglected now, I'm going to go ahead, because I don't want my home to look like the eyeball out.
Yeah.
And so not only is it changing the complexity of the neighborhood, but it's also changing the mindset.
The mindset. Well. Yeah. These folks actually are starting to take pride in where they live.
Yeah.
And they're going, this is actually a great place to be.
Yeah.
And now I can love my community. Yeah. I can love my neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got some really great people behind the scenes that are making all this stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Hey, as your sweatshirt says, we're making a difference.
Make a difference. Not like we had at the actual event where they said make.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's
a little blooper moment, but
it said make. But you know what? A difference was in progress.
That's right.
It's in
process.
Right.
Fill in the blank, but you know where we're going.
Exactly.
So, I love that. So, Kiven, anything else that we should ask you while we've got you here?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. First and foremost, if you want to find out more about Services of Hope, we're at servicesofhope.net. servicesofhope.org. Either one of those will get you to us immediately to find out what we're doing, projects we're doing all over the city of Dallas and in Fort Worth. Not only that, but if you just want to find out how you can actually support Services of Hope, we're a nonprofit, which basically means that we don't have a lot of money. At the end of the day, if you want to support Services of Hope, there's an opportunity to be able to do that there as well. And then we like to hear from people who are actually receiving the benefits of what we're doing. Come tell us your story. We want to be able to tell your story so that people can actually know and understand that what we're doing here, we sitting at this table, is making a difference. We want to be able to continue to share your story as well.
and making a difference together.
Yep.
Right. Well, David, anything you'd like to talk about before we wrap this one up?
I think I'm good. I'm glad our audience was able to meet Kiven. I mean, like I said, I'm enlightened every time I'm around you. So
I know.
thank you very much for being here.
Powerful guy, powerful guy doing amazing things and really doing them for the community. And that's why we love you, brother. That's why we love you.
The love is definitely mutual.
Absolutely.
It's definitely mutual. Definitely appreciate being on. Appreciate the audience listening.
Absolutely.
Hope that they learned something today that they didn't know before.
That's it. That's what it's all about. Bringing that education to the community, and that's what you're doing. Here we are creating real estate success.
Yep.
Right. Real estate success for people that need it the most.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. Well, guys, thanks for stopping by today. Again, if you want to check out Kiven, he's at theservicesofhope.net. Again, let's make sure we support these guys and everything that they're doing. And of course, if you want to find us, we're realestatesuccesspartner.com. Again, that's realestatesuccesspartner.com. We'll be live on all the podcast networks, on YouTube. We'd love if you go in and subscribe and like. And Ken, we'll look forward to catching you next week. So we're your hosts, Devin Dubuc,
David Nguyen.
We're Real Estate Success Partner.
Bye, folks.